What do you mean I didn't do anything? If you told me, I would have done it. Now there's nothing left for me to do? Olive! Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today. We're here doing our very late GarbAugust announcement. Olive and I had a little bit of a disagreement about timing on getting it done. Right? Yeah. So anyway, but when are we ever on time with anything? So today we're doing our announcement for the greatest BookTube event in history, GarbAugust, where for the month of August we read nothing but garbage. This is the second installment. This was created last year by CriminOlly. Last year there was 12 co-hosts. This year there's a bit more. There's a bunch of co-hosts this year, and so last year they were known as the Dirty Dozen, I think, and this year it's the GarbAugust. What is it? The GarbAugust? I forgot already. GarbAugust Allied Group, or otherwise known as GAG. So a bunch of co-hosts doing this. We're very excited. Different things to talk about with this. So just to give you a summary of what the event is about. So for the month of August, we are going to read nothing but trash. And what we mean by trash is books that, generally are, looked down on by society, or not respected by those that appreciate high literature, or things that are, produced for like mass marketed, produced in bulk very quickly, for just commercial, for, just part of a commercial enterprise. And so, like cashing in on different types of things, which I'll explain in a minute. And so these types of books, doesn't mean the books aren't good. A lot of these, what we would call trashy books, are good, but some are not, some are. But that's what we're reading. That's the genre, if you will, that we're going to be reading for the month of August for this reading event. So there's a couple things that go along with this. I'm not going to read off all the co-host names. Every co-host has a trashy version of their usual BookTube channel name. They'll take too long to go through them all, and I'm not sure I can say them all on camera, but they're all listed below. You may want to take a minute to read those because you'll probably get a little bit of a chuckle. But the first thing is that the weeks we have prompts for the different weeks. So 4 different weeks, 4 different prompts, and you get a choice each week. Now you don't have to do these. These are just guidance if you want, looking for a little direction as you're going through the month and picking out trashy books. So week 1 it's category romance or men's adventure. So category romance is, like here in the U.S., that's something like a Harlequin romance, these mass-produced romance books. Men's adventure, those are, that's like those are like men's adventure action books. There are some of these that have series with many novels in the series. There's Doc Savage, The Executioner. I'm not going to remember any others right now, but there's anything like that's and those ones that I just mentioned, those were ones that were pumped out one after another. There's a lot of issues, if you will, of those novels. So week 2 is going to be Paperbacks from Hell or Vintage Smut. So Paperbacks from Hell, what we mean by that is that's really vintage horror from the 70s or 80s. That term has been popularized by Grady Hendrix, has put out a book called Paperbacks from Hell, which talks about a lot of those sort of, sensational, trashy horror books during that time period. But it doesn't need to be one of the ones that are in Grady Hendrix's book, just that style from that time period of horror fiction. Or vintage smut, which is, again, same thing, vintage, but this time smut. So any dirty novels from that time period. Week 3 is novelizations or books by famous people. So novelizations, of course, that's just a novel version of a movie or video game. And books by famous people are trash. You know, sometimes famous people are good. Movie stars will be a good writer as well. But you know, a lot of times are just writing a book to cash in on their fame. So that's the idea here. It's just any book by a famous celebrity. And the last week is anything goes. So it's literally anything goes. It could be something that falls into one of those other categories, or just something that's, you know, it doesn't, something that falls in one of those categories, or something that doesn't. Literally anything trashy, just some kind of garbage. So then, in addition to the prompts, and again, you don't have to follow those prompts. It's meant to be fun. Just as long as you read trash, you can be a part of the BookTube event. That's just a little guidance. The other thing, just to help if you're looking for some direction to steer you where to go, I'll give you some guidance, is there is a bingo card. And the bingo card has a lot of different random, I'll put it up, and it has a lot of different random squares on it of just, fun little things to try to find in garbage books. So, there'll be like, some of them are themes like sexy vampire book, or like a Richard Lehman book, take a particular author, or something that has a book that has a step back cover, which used to be more popular, or something with a cigarette ad in it. So things like that. And at the center of the bingo card is a picture of Pax, who is a fellow booktuber that sadly passed away a few months ago. And she was a co-host last year, and this GarbAugust this year is sort of in her honor. So there's a picture of her in the center of the bingo card, and you can satisfy that square by either reading a book that Pax read last year for GarbAugust, and there will be a list of those below, or you can read a book that just has green on the cover to make it a little easier. So if you can, please help us honor Pax in this GarbAugust and try to satisfy that square, even if no others. So that's it. If you have any questions about GarbAugust, let me and Olive know. Olive's a little tired today. I think she spent a lot of time making the video. But so let us know if you have any questions, and we'll answer them. Or if we can't, we'll direct you to CriminOlly or somebody else that can. But we hope you join us. I'm going to try to squeeze in some more GarbAugust videos before August starts, but we'll see. We're so late here. But there's lots of, if you want to do a search, there's lots of GarbAugust videos out there. The announcement videos, ours is probably the last one. But then there's also been a GarbAugust tag and some GarbAugust TBRs, which we're planning to do. We're planning to do that before the month starts. So let us know if you're going to join us. And if you have any particular books in mind, we'd love to hear what other hot garbage people are going to be reading. And so, other than that, that's about it for the GarbAugust announcement. And we will see you soon. Hope you join us. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.